I think it's a running competition between Google and Apple to make our jobs harder as D2C marketers. But with Google sunsetting GA3 and now the GA4, taking place, um, I guess again to start, what are the tools, technologies that you're using to collect the right data? How's that GA4 migration going? Are there other tools like Looker, Tableau, Dacity, things like that you're utilizing? And then the second part is just like, what are the core metrics that you're really tracking? Because there's so much that we can go through and track from conversion AOV, kind of everything in between. But yeah, Marga, I'm curious, like, what are you using internally as the brand in terms of the tools, and what are those metrics that you're, going through and tracking?
Yeah, I could go on for 6 years on this one, so I'll try to be concise. So we are utilizing Looker as our front end data visualization platform. We've had a Looker infrastructure set up for about 2.5 years, utilizing Snowflake as our back end data warehouse, Fivetran as our ETL. We have about 30 data sources, both through automated APIs and then some Google Sheets to push through integrations pulling in. We're doing some limited push out from the platforms into, things like RFM modeling, going to Klaviyo for that sort of tagging. And, I I would advise anyone who can to really invest in. You don't need to go to that level of infrastructure, but I think it's extremely important. I've utilized in past kind of consulting work and also just in talking to people, tools like Lifetimely are a great kind of interim solution to build out at least that sort of semi-flexible cohort modeling. I know there's also obviously the source mediums of the world, Glue, all of that sort of stuff. But I think one of the most important things is having kind of flexibility in those core slice and dice principles. I think I say cohorts probably 50 times an hour, being able to kind of go beyond the basic cohort definition that a lot of people think of in terms of, month acquired, to look at it at product acquired, initial AOV of part size, all of that sort of stuff is extremely important. And I think while there are some great cohort analytics tools out there, there are limitations in terms of those. So that's where having a more kind of custom solution makes a lot of sense. In terms of KPIs, it sort of depends on what I'm doing and what time of day. I think any sort of, marketing efficiency ratio is what drives, high level day-to-day decision making, precisely because, Apple and Google have started making our lives difficult in terms of trusting in platform attribution.